Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 13. In the previous episode, we saw Buffy has started this job at the Double Meat Palace. She obviously needs money, and, social worker had come around to see how she's going to support herself and Dawn, so she's trying to get the quickest, easiest job she can, basically, to try and make some money. We also find out that their secret ingredient is vegetables, and that, a demon customer had, in fact, been coming in to eat people who are working there, because they tasted like the burgers, because everybody who worked there got free burgers, basically. So not my favorite episode, but it was interesting to see Buffy, dealing with more real world things and trying to have a regular job. So I'm assuming that'll be part of the regular series, probably in the background. That's my guess, as she'll just say, okay, I have a shift or whatever, something like that. I don't think we'll have many scenes there. Buffy and Spike are still together. Anya and Xander are still planning their wedding. We had Anya's friend come visit in the previous episode, and Anya kind of questioning, okay, maybe Xander isn't the right person for me. Amy puts the spell on Willow, and says, happy birthday, and, gives Willow magic, basically, and she's like, I don't want it. She knows that I'm trying to stop, and Amy does it anyway, and then we have, Willow tell Amy off, basically, at the end, saying, no, you can't come in, you're not welcome here anymore, and I hope that's the last of Amy's character. She is definitely bad news for Willow right now, as Willow's trying to stop doing magic altogether, so I hope she stays away. Please no spoilers. Willow also mentioned in the previous episode that Buffy's birthday is coming up. We've had birthday episodes in previous seasons, usually around this point in the series, so I'm very curious to see if this will be a birthday episode for Buffy. They usually go bad for her, and it's always tough to watch, and Andrew, Jonathan, and Warren have skip town since Buffy knows who they are and where they hang out. They're gone, so I don't know what they're gonna be up to, if it'll be 3 or 4 episodes before we see them again, because sometimes they come and go, especially if these are supposed to be our villains, which sounds, it's hard to even put those two things in the same sentence together because they're just so ridiculous. But thank you so much for sharing on this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Well, what do we have here? A little, housekeeping?
We missed the bed again.
Lucky for the bed.
Oh, God.
Are we having a conversation?
What? No.
Wait a minute, this is too normal for us. Wait, let's be weird again.
You were amazing.
You got the job done yourself?
That's a compliment? Oh, my.
That's all.
Do you even like me?
The pause says a lot. I'm glad he asked, because obviously he has big, big feels for her. Oh, handcuffs. Oh, my.
Doma, Ulantatem, Libere, Cupidanem.
What are these knuckleheads up to now? They don't even know what they're doing. Oh my God, they turned this walnut into a beam of light? What?
The cerebral dampener is online. Now with this baby, we can make any woman we desire our willing sex slave.
Oh my God, this guy just doesn't learn.
Just where to start.
Building the Buffy bot and building other spicy robots didn't teach you anything? Oh my God.
Now I'm taking a break.
I honestly thought we'd never see this place again, but here we are.
He can hurt me. Without his head exploding.
Yeah, we still don't know what that is.
Something that... Could you just check, please?
I think it's more something came back with her or something like that, but yeah, Spike's made a few comments about it before too.
Signals coming in strong and clear. Over.
Roger that. Beginning preliminary sweep.
Wow, real subtle. Oh, this grainy camber on his tie. Oh, God.
Surprises.
We can really have anyone we want.
It's like candy.
Juicy, pulsating candy.
Non-consensual candy. You creeps.
It's kind of cute. Ow! Oh, no, go for the leather skirt. Oh, bazoombas.
Yeah, go for the one with the bazookas.
Go for the bazoombas.
These are supposed to be the ones taken in the Slayer, let me remind you. Oh my God. Yeah, good night, ding-dongs.
What the hell are you doing here?
It's nice to see you again, too, Katrina.
Yeah, it's the seeing you part that's...
Oh, his ex-girlfriend? With the Buffy bot? Yeah.
Just waltz in here and sweep me off my feet with your cheesy lines and fancy suit?
No, I just thought...
He's hoping mind control. He made this new thing. Ugh, he's the worst.
Sick. And just looking at you makes me want to vomit.
You sure about that?
Yes, God, yes, I'm sure.
Oh my God, cue the ball of fire. With these glasses, what is he doing?
I love you, Master.
Oh my God, this guy is a nightmare. Nightmare everywhere. Cheese and rice.
You've been going at it too hard, Buffy. We hardly ever see you. What with slinging the double meat and pounding the big evil.
Hey, you are looking a
There's
little...
a lot of meat references. Stop saying pounded.
Oh. I didn't think you'd care. You're never home, so...
That's not, I feel bad for Buffy. She's working so that Dawn can stay where she is, and then Dawn's mad that she's never home. It's just,
Not like I knew you'd be around.
Oh, my heart. Poor Buffy's just trying to do everything at once.
Nectar. Now, please.
Thank you, baby.
My pleasure, Master.
In this, like, French maid outfit as well. Oh, my God.
Gentlemen, to crime.
Crime.
These guys suck. They're the worst.
Smooth, silky skin. The way her nose crinkles when she laughs.
The only girl Warren can get is one that's under mind control. Let's just the record show, please.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
who gets to?
I do.
That's not fair.
dude, you didn't call it.
Oh, I don't have to call it, Sparky.
Call it, what, like, dibs? She's a person. These guys suck.
All you want.
Ew.
After I'm done with her.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. These guys, monsters through and through.
I said yes, but...
She's coming out of it. Yeah, she realizes what she's doing. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's only temporary. Oh my God. Get out of there. Run. Run.
Where'd you put it?
You had it last.
Are you kidding me?
Get the dampener.
You were gonna share me with these two dorks?
Hey.
Oh my God. Run. Run.
Bunch of little boys playing at being men. Well, this is not some fantasy. It's not a game, you freaks. It's rape.
Yep. Yep. 1,000%. She doesn't know what she's doing. You mind trapped her.
You get locked up for this. And then we'll see how you like getting raped.
Stop her.
Get off me!
Oh yeah, elbow to the face. Run. Oh my God, this poor girl. Oh, scratches. Oh my God, Warren.
Charge your cerebral dampener.
What?
Warren, charge the dampener. Andrew, get her up.
I think it's too late for that, bud.
Give her another dose. Strong one.
I think you just murdered her. She's not moving. Nope, I think you just killed her. Yep, that's a lot of blood. Oh my God, Warren, you're a freaking murderer now as well as a psychopath. Yep. Good job, buddy. What a freaking lunatic.
We have to get rid of it.
How?
Maybe a spell. Can you teleport it out of here?
To where? Where are you gonna dump her? Oh my God, these guys suck.
Thing that you can summon something that can devour that much.
Oh my God, at least Andrew
Flash shader, but
and Jonathan seem like actually upset. Warren's just like, how do we get rid of it? Like he's over it.
And the Slayer. Well, what if there was a way that we could take care of them both with one big stone?
I hope these two are starting to realize the monster that Warren is.
We're not gonna have to do that at the wedding, are we? Because there's this last thread of dignity I've been desperate...
Do they remember their 50s dance from the musical episode?
I haven't been around that much.
Oh no, that's not... It's okay. We know you've been all tied up.
What?
Figuratively, metaphorically. Haha.
Glass all the way empty. More nectar required.
Cool, well, shimmy on out when you're done lubricating.
That was the world's most uncomfortable sentence. I'd like to think her friends would be supportive. Oh, no, but she hasn't told them anything, so who knows?
No, don't close your eyes. Look at them.
Oh, God, what?
That's not your world. You belong in the shadows.
Don't let Spike dark whisperings get in your head, Buffy. Cheese and rice. Don't look. Oh, God.
Since last night. She's not around much these days. We kind of miss her.
I'm glad these two are talking again. We haven't seen them talk for a while.
Can you tell her that I need to talk to her? It's important. Yeah, of course I will. Thanks.
And Tara's stutter is coming back a little bit.
Out of our mind, out of this world.
Yeah, and the more Spike convinces her that she doesn't belong with her friends, the more she's gonna, you know, spend less time with them and more time with her, with more time with him, which is what he wants. He wants her to be with him 24/7, like he has, you know, he says he's in love with her so many times, and if she's busy with her friends doing other stuff, then she's not with him.
Thank you.
Oh, who is that in the robe? What? Where'd they go?
Bloody hell, what'd you do that for?
Spike?
What's going on? Oh my God, what's this?
Spike, what's happening?
So you thought you could just slip away then?
Is she like time traveling? What's going on? She already had this moment. What's happening? Oh my God. Oh my God. This, what? What?
Buffy!
Oh, give him the chops, Buffy! Oh God. That's not what she meant to do at all.
Lose your mind.
Oh, right through the insides. Oh my God.
Buffy.
She's dead.
Yeah, but not because of Buffy. They just really... No. Oh my God, it's Katrina. They dumped her body here, and yeah, now they're gonna make her think that she did it. Oh my God. Oh, that's Katrina? What's happening? What?
We have to go now.
Poor Buffy's gonna blame herself, and it had nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
Some of my best work.
Oh my God, for a second I was like, how is she alive? Frickin' Jonathan.
Don't worry. It'll be our little secret.
They have plenty of secrets between the two of them already. Cheese and rice.
Do you trust me?
What is happening? What?
I love you.
It definitely sounds like she's saying goodbye. Like, where is she going?
There's something I have to do. I have to tell what I did.
She's gonna, like, what, go turn herself into the police? Oh my God, it wasn't her.
You want to go away again?
Dawn.
Then go. You're not really here anyway.
Oh, I feel so bad for both of them. Oh, such a crappy situation.
From the cemetery.
I feel bad for Katrina because now no one's gonna ever know what actually happened to her, because how are they gonna prove what Warren did to her?
No, you don't.
You think I haven't tried not to?
Oh my God. Spike has many flaws, but I feel like he genuinely does love Buffy. Whoa!
That's it. Put it on me. Put it all on me. That's my girl.
your girl.
Oh, that was a trigger. Yeah.
Have a soul. There is nothing good or clean in you. You are dead inside.
Oh, so many bunks.
Feel anything real. I could never be your girl.
Yep, she's taking out some rage. Oh no, he's at a vampire face now. So many punches. Oh my god, this girl.
Katrina Silver, S-I-L-B-E.
Come on, you gotta remember that that's Warren's girlfriend. Come on, put it together, put it together.
It's from me, other girls, and who knows what else.
Trina, shut up.
Warren.
Yep, there we go. Come on. Oh, that was so close. Oh.
Localized temporal disturbance.
So that's why time went all David Lynch?
Right.
Great reference.
She figures it out. We'll take care of her.
We really got away with murder.
Hope you're proud of yourself, boys. You're the worst.
Kinda cool.
Okay, maybe Jonathan's the only one that has a soul. These other two are very scary.
But it's all just surfacey physical stuff. Wouldn't have any more effect than the bad sunburn.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm glad Tara was able to, look into that, because there were some very suspicious things.
The same Buffy, with a deep tropical cellular tan.
And poor Buffy's been convinced the whole time that something's wrong.
Why do I feel like this? Why do I let Spike do those things to me?
Oh, God.
You mean hit you?
Now she's blaming, she was hoping she could blame that on her and Spike being together. Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, really?
And Tara's the first to know.
It is. It's wrong. I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong, please.
Oh, poor Buffy. My heart. Oh, no.
Please don't.
I hate seeing sad Buffy. Oh, my heart. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 13. It was not a birthday episode at all, and it was a very interesting episode. I don't know how to feel about this episode. There was a lot that happened, and I think the biggest takeaway from this is we learned the depravity of Warren. If you had any questions about it before, considering what he had done in the past, this should solidify what a psychopath he is, because he killed his ex-girlfriend and had no, he wasn't upset. There was not a tear shed. Andrew and Jonathan were way more upset than he was, and were trying to think of, we have to go turn ourselves in, normal human responses, and all Warren could think about is, okay, well, how do we get rid of the body? He doesn't want to go to jail, because, he doesn't want to have to be accountable for his actions, so he puts this horrible plan into place that sets up Buffy to think that she's responsible. I hate seeing Buffy sad like that, and it was so tough to see. But yeah, these guys, I fully think that Andrew and Jonathan are just lapdogs, and they're just going to follow him around wherever he goes and do whatever Warren says, because that's their role. Warren's the leader. They just do what they're told, especially Andrew, because at the end he was like, we got away with murder. That's pretty cool. And I was like, do you hear the words that are coming out of your mouth? Do you hear what you're saying? And Jonathan kind of played along, so maybe he's gonna be the weak link and he'll go to the police or he'll go to Buffy, who knows, because him and Buffy have the strongest, I don't want to say connection, but had the most interactions before he decided to team up with these two idiots. So I could see him being the one who maybe, tells Buffy, or like I said, goes to the police or does something, because he knows that these guys are going to try and kill Buffy again, and he doesn't want to do that. And now that they've been able to kill Katrina, who did nothing wrong, she wasn't part of the plan, they just wanted to have a girl they could do horrible, horrible things to, and when she comes out of it, they're like, oh crap, we can't let you, get away with this, because you're gonna go tell the police, and we'll actually have to be, again, accountable for our actions, and we just want to get away with doing horrible things. So they'll unalive her. And yeah, I think Jonathan's slowly realizing what he's signed up for, and it's not what he wants. And I definitely feel like he's pressured to play along with whatever Warren wants, because if he doesn't, what's Warren going to do to him, basically? So I'm hoping Jonathan can find some inner strength and tell Buffy where they are or do something, because very bad things are going to keep happening if he doesn't, because Warren is just a psychopath, and again, Andrew's just going to play along and do whatever he's told. It was great to see Tara back in this episode. We had Tara and Willow chat a little bit, which they haven't done in a long time. And we find out it's been, over a month since Willow has used magic, and sometimes it's hard to tell time passing in TV shows, so it's nice when they actually set up that framework for us. And the Tara coming in to tell Buffy that there's nothing wrong with you, and I think Buffy was a little disappointed, which is weird to say, because I think Buffy wanted to put this on something. She wanted to say, okay, I'm acting this way with Spike because when I came back, I came back wrong, which is Spike's words. They're not hers. He's just been putting that noise in her head for so long, and she's starting to believe it, and that's not true at all. Tara calls it like a molecular sunburn, basically, and she's like, you're fine. Like, there's obviously things changed. It's not a normal thing that happened, and she's just like breaks down crying because she realizes that she is in fact responsible for her choices, not some demon that hitched a ride from the other world or something like that, and she just wants it to have some kind of tangible reason. She'd say, oh, well, Buffy would never do that, I would never act this way, he's everything I hate, how could I do this? And yeah, it's definitely a big jump from the character we had at the start of the show, and I think her slowly coming to terms with, yes, she is making these choices, she is doing these things, and she is responsible for them, are not thoughts that she would have had. Like, she was not thinking that this was something she would actually have to process. She wanted to avoid it for as long as possible, and she, repels him at every chance she gets, and now it has to be her, and she's like, please don't forgive me. Like, she thinks she's done the worst thing in the world, and Tara's being so sweet and, trying to comfort her, saying like, hey, you're going through a rough time, and if you love him, that's great, and if you don't, that's also okay. Trying to rationalize this for her and say, like, you're a human, like, you're allowed to make choices you can question later on. It's okay. And especially coming from Tara, who's, a relatively not a third party, but is a little bit like one step removed. Obviously her closest friends might have some more judgments, which is not fair, but I could see why Buffy would be hesitant to tell them. I feel like they'd be... Actually, I have no idea how they'd respond. I'd say they'd want to be supportive, but I have no idea what they would be up to and how they would react, considering their long history with Spike, because they've known him, the whole time as well. Tara is now the only one who knows that Buffy and Spike are together, and even she's like, oh, like, it takes her a few seconds to realize what Buffy is saying without saying it, and she's not going to tell anybody. And it's interesting that Tara's the first one to find out, and I feel like Buffy wants to tell somebody, but just doesn't know how. And yeah, it's definitely interesting that Tara is now involved in this, and I'm glad Buffy at least has some answers, whether they're the answers she wants or not. The scene with Buffy and Spike at the bronze on the balcony, what was that? Like, they have had sex in some interesting places for sure. Like, they had sex outside of the double meat palace, which I'm gonna leave that joke alone, but like, they are adventurous with their sex life, which is fine, but this is like 20 feet from their friends or her friends. I don't even know if they consider Spike their friend, but like, Buffy, what are you doing? Like, that seemed so out of place for her. And the fact that Spike just appears out of nowhere from the darkness, as most vampires do, and is like, hey, like, this is a good time. Like, what? And he's telling her to look at her friends and being like, yeah, it's such a great secret we have. Like, you like doing this right under your noses of your friends, and, they have no idea what's going on. And it's just like, what is happening? Like, I feel like Spike enjoys obviously having sex with Buffy, but then the things that they do together he uses against her and like throws in her face, and I'm like, what? Like, what are you doing? And yeah, to me that felt very off and like just did not sit right, because it could have taken 4 seconds for Willow to turn her head and look up and see the two of them, and she would have known what's happening. Like, it wouldn't have been like, oh, they're just talking. Like, she would have understood what's happening, and to do that like right in front of them in public like that, like, yeah, it definitely just doesn't seem like Buffy would do that. Again, I know her and Spike have interesting choices for their spicy times, but still, like, it felt very odd. And like, what are they gonna do next? Like, if they're like upping their game each time, like, what is Spike gonna suggest now? And Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. And their whole relationship is very messy. And Spike saying he loves her and then punches her. And it's just like, what are we doing here? This is horrible. I felt bad for Dawn and Buffy in this episode as well, as Dawn's like, you're never home and you don't want to hang out with me and I wasn't going to tell you because you didn't think you'd be here. And Buffy is trying to work so that she can keep Dawn, and at the same time she's losing Dawn because Dawn's like, well, you're never here. And I get that that's when you're young and you don't really understand and you haven't lived those things, I could see why she would think that. And Buffy's trying to do her best and be like, I have to have a job because if I don't, the social worker's going to take you away from me. And maybe if she says that to Dawn will have a different approach to it. But even Buffy saying like, I'll stay home with you. And Dawn, I don't think, is being very fair to Buffy because Buffy is trying to do her best. And Dawn is just giving her the cold shoulder, shutting her down entirely and not even like giving it a chance. Yeah, I felt bad for both of them because they're both upset at the situation. And there's nothing Buffy can do. She can't quit her job. She needs to have this income. And she can't be around Dawn 24/7 anyway, which I don't think Dawn wants. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they work through that. And hopefully Dawn can be a little bit more understanding that Buffy has to have this job. I also didn't like that Spike was trying to like separate Buffy from her friends. He's like, you don't need them. Look how disconnected you are from them. Like, you don't fit in with them anymore. And I'm like, I don't think that that's true. She's just having a moment and going through some things and is allowed to take time by herself without you know, having this noise in her head constantly. So I feel like he's trying to do that so that she goes to him and doesn't go to her friends, because the more dependent she is on Spike, the more he gets to spend time with her. And that's what he wants, because like he said, he does love her. I think he's crap at showing it, but he does love her. And if she's spending time with her friends, maybe her friends will find out, maybe they'll convince her not to see him, and that's not what he wants. So it just felt very controlling and very like gaslighting and just, you know, I want you all to myself basically. And it seems like they spend quite a bit of time together as it is. And the way he's always just like stalking her low key, like showing up at the Bronze and like showing up at work. And it's like she can't get 5 seconds of peace before Spike is randomly there always. This cerebral dampening machine that the guys made is terrifying, and I'm sure they will find somebody else to use it on in a matter of time. And even though we had Buffy figure out who it was in this episode, we didn't really get to see any repercussions for Warren. Like, they're sitting there saying they got away with it. Even if Buffy finds him, what is she gonna do? She can't take him to the police and say, oh, I know you killed this person, because it sounds like her body is in a river because Spike tried to get rid of it. So yeah, I fully don't expect Warren to have his day in court and actually be responsible and held accountable, which he definitely should be because he's the worst. But I don't feel like we got a resolution at the end of this episode. It felt like a part one. I don't know if next episode will pick up right where we left off, if they'll still be trying to track down Warren. And I'm glad Buffy realized that as soon as they said, you know, Katrina's name, she figured it out that that was related to Warren, and she realized, okay, this is not my fault. And those demons that they had looked terrifying. The makeup, prosthetics, everything always looks so good, and these guys looked just so creepy. And the way they kept like jumping time was very disorientating as well, because you're like, okay, what happened? And then she's replaying the same moment again with Spike and Jonathan being Katrina's body, but you see Katrina over there as well. Yeah, it was very confusing, and you're like, what are we doing? What's happening? And obviously we find out what it was. I'm not surprised Buffy was going to turn herself in. That's the type of person she is. She never wants to hurt a human. She's, you know, goes after demons, vampires, everything like that. But she definitely felt like she was solely responsible for this. And if she had talked to the police, who knows what would have happened. Spike obviously tries to stop her, and, you know, if she would have been in jail, she would have been arrested. How are you going to explain, yeah, half the things that happened with the time jumping and the demons? Like, nobody's going to believe them, even though the Sunnydale police aren't exactly in the past the most thorough. So I'm curious to see where they're going to go with this investigation. If Warren's going to leave town again, who knows? Overall, I enjoyed the episode. It definitely left some questionable scenes. I'm not too sure where we're going with those. We had the double meat palace back again. You know, Buffy met Tara there. I hope Tara's back in more scenes. It was great to see her again. Obviously, no mention of Giles. Luckily, Amy wasn't around anymore. I hope Jonathan can come to his senses and realize that these guys are far worse and this isn't just a joke anymore. Like, he thought he was playing at being an arch nemesis and they're doing real damage now and this is serious. So I hope he, comes to his senses and gets out of there. I'm very curious to see where this season's gonna go. We're past the halfway point now, and I feel like we're kind of just each episode, I don't know where we're gonna go and what like consistent theme we're gonna have throughout. So I feel like we're still kind of finding our feet, even though we're almost halfway done now, which is still crazy to say, and that there's only one season left. But thank you so much for sharing on this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. That was the world's most uncomfortable sentence. Oh, right through the insides. Oh my god. Walnut into like a beam of light. What? They have plenty of secrets between the two of them already. It's a lot of meat references. Stop saying pounded. I think you just murdered her. She's not moving. Is she like time traveling? What's going on?